Yo, hold on. Yo. People are like, why are you streaming? Me. I'm gonna fuck. Dude, it's been like how long since I streamed last? I think last time I streamed was with Zexio, I think. Oops. Sorry about that. Anyways, what's going on with everybody? How come it's not fucking showing? That fucking sucks. Let's add some. Do they still have music on this thing? Style, widgets. Damn. So I'm hearing a lot of a lot of different things regarding people I used to work with, people I used to be friends with. And it's just insane to me. Stream after stream after stream about one person. I mean, fair. He did a lot of crazy shit. I'm not innocent in any means, but that's fucking insane. And I'm not sure how to feel about all of it. No. I'm not even sure how to feel about the situation I'm in right now. Like, shit's fucking crazy. I do currently have a video in the works. About someone else. Because, you know, what I revealed in Zexio stream. Oops. Because I'm going to go to Zexio's website. My oh my. Hold on, let me. I'm not making a video about anybody. Sorry, what did it? Scare the shit out of me. Sorry about that, but I'm going to screen share. Where's the button at? Where's the button at? And I'm going to take a look at this website. This is the first thing that popped up, by the way. Sorry, I'm reading this. Oh, am I? Mind you, this video isn't like about one person, so I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, let me read this. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the first thing that popped up behind you. May 28th. Damn. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Shit. Damn. Jeez. Huh. That's pretty funny, actually. Anyways, I'm gonna go to his website and just look through main discussion, shit posting, fill files. Where's gotcha. Damn. Now I am gonna go on to whoa. Oops. Now I'm gonna go on to YouTube and react to Zexio's live stream. Because why not? They do mention me in here, so why not? Turn this baby a little up. There we go.
So, here's a screenshot real quick that you may be interested in. Okay, that is not the screenshot that I was supposed to put on screen. That is the screenshot I was supposed to put on screen. So, deleted user is Ninja Gudo, right? That's him. I'm not sure who he said this to. It was blurred out by the person that sent it me. So Ninja Godot says, I essentially was watching Korn in a public setting with a supposed 21-year-old who was effing 11. I feel effing disgusting. I effing. And this person put watching Korn with anyone who isn't your so is kind of weird regardless. Ninja Godot says, I'm sorry. And then someone says, but you didn't know how old she was. And Ninja Godot says, I didn't, but that just my effing brain. I'm beyond effing disgusted with myself. I don't effing, man, I need therapy. No, I need to effing power through this shit. I have a job to do. So yeah, so basically he's saying that he watched Corn with an 11-year-old girl, right? He claims he didn't know this girl was a 11-year-old. He thought she was 21 years old. Now there's a lot of claims going around. He thought she was 18. Yeah, but he ended up saying she was 21. But many people believe this is a lie. Many people believe he was very aware that this person was actually 11 years old. So Ninja Godot, the predator hunter, turned out he himself was watching Corn in a Discord server
Good lord.
with an 11-year-old.
Yeah, he told me about that
That is wild.
a while back.
Now, that is one of the many reasons this man deleted his YouTube channel and Discord accounts.
Now, what I was told about this particular situation by Godot was that he thought that she was 21 because she was telling everybody that she was in fact an adult. Do I believe that's bullshit? To some degree, yeah. It's just crazy because this guy claims to be in a relationship and he's watching porn with people. No one normal does that. No one in their right mind watches porn with someone that isn't their partner. Who does that, man? Who fucking does that shit? I sure as hell don't. It's crazy because he told me, some other friends in a Discord server that I was in at the time, saying, well, turns out she's 11 because she lied about her age. I'm just quoting what Godot said in this particular situation. I'm not defending him. I'm not backing him up. Because I don't know what the truth is anymore when it comes to this particular situation. You get me? Because who fucking does that shit? Because look at what he said. What are you doing watching that in a public setting? Are you out of your brain? Have you lost your brain cells, my friend? I can do whatever I want. It's public information. I'm just saying what he told me and some other people in a chat. This isn't me trying to get clout. Because he told everybody that oh, she said she was an adult, this, that, and the third. So I'm just going off from what he told me months ago about this particular situation. That's all I'm doing. Well, I was told about it by Godot himself months ago. Everybody knew about this. Everybody already knew. So I can say whatever I want. If you don't like it, you can get off my live. This isn't me clout chasing. This is just me telling the world what I... Nope, this isn't about me. I'm just saying what I was told by him months ago. That's all I'm doing. Loki, everyone in the group knew about this. I don't know why you're in my chat, but continue.
Earlier on today, I had a VC with Rev, so I thought I would pop that up on the screen. Also, there is another person in the call. It was someone called Wendy Ho. So yeah, it's like 30 minutes long, so I apologize, but I didn't want to cut anything out because I wanted it to be raw as possible so everyone could hear what the original was. But yeah, this is the call I had earlier
If
with
you
Wendy
don't like
Ho
it, you
and
can get off my
Rev
channel.
regarding Ninja Godot.
Absolutely no idea.
Who was this? This 11-year-old was just someone they met randomly on the internet. Oh,
Do whatever you want, but I
That's
don't
actually-
care.
Hello, you two sexy men.
I saw your live stream and I thought that I would get fucking ahead of the game because I've been fucking not saying very much. Effectively, I've had people threatening the fucking people that I care about. There's been threats of
this
fucking
isn't
revenge
obsessive, this is
porn and all
public
kinds of fucking other shit. So
Cola, stop, dude. This is public information. If I want to talk about it, I can. If you don't like it, you can leave. Simple. It's public information. If you don't like it, you can get off my channel. Simple.
seeing this live come out, really my first thought was, how did you find out? I don't expect you to tell me because it's probably somebody that told it to you in confidence.
Yeah, it was somebody from your community. They've told me not to say who they are.
Yep.
Because they're
No,
quite
that's fine.
close to you, I think.
I think I have an idea who it might be.
This is an obsession. This is
But
public
obviously,
information.
at this point, I don't care. My community at this point is a fucking gaming community. I haven't spoken to fucking Godot in, God, it's been like fucking a month now.
Wendy Ho, what is the file you sent me?
Oh, hang on. I think I sent the wrong thing.
Then get off my channel then. If you don't like
But
it.
I'm not sure like what details you've been told.
Yeah, I've been told that he was watching on porn with an 11-year-old,
Right.
and they gave me I guess his real name and his location.
Right.
That was about it, and they said they would send me proof, but they haven't.
Right. Okay, I could probably get hold of some proof for you. But kind of the TLDR, when I had met him, he was involved with numerous other people and I was invited into a group chat. Now, the girl, she had stated that she was 21. She had stated that to
Okay.
everybody in the group chat, right?
Did you come here to be petty or did you just come here to
So
watch?
then there was Bog got added to the group chat. I had kind of gone off to do my own fucking
Why the
thing.
fuck do you care?
And there was calls going off in the group chat. I believe there was also a server which I was not in, and I think that was for him to talk to. I think it might have been Riley, and this girl was present in there. She had told everybody again that she was 21. Now Bog had joined the VC at one point, and I wasn't there. And he sent me a message and he said, this seems really fucking untoward because we're talking about a pedophile and this girl is really like not fucking mentally mature at all. And I said, oh, well, that's interesting because she's been telling everybody that she's 21. Now this goes, I'm trying to think about how long ago this even fucking was because I just took it at face value. But with his like recent behavior of shit getting deleted and him being he's been really fucking backstabby and slimy with me and the people that I care about. So I don't even know what to fucking believe anymore. So all I'm left with is this, Bog had gone in there, we'd found out that this girl was actually 17. I had said to her, look, you really have no involvement in any of this. You shouldn't be involved in any of this. I am promptly removing you from my fucking friends list. And then I find out a little while later that Godot had apparently been watching, I guess, pornography when she was present. I don't know if it was, it definitely wasn't in a private instance. I think it was in a server where numerous people were present. Now, he tells me he knew how old she was. But lately I'm
Say what
really,
now?
you know, he's going to have to state it himself for the record, but I don't think that he will. I only know what he's told me. So when we had found out that she was 17, about a year later, a 13-year-old popped up and was messaging Godot and was telling him, hey, there's this girl who is 18 and she's talking to me inappropriately, right? So I had thought, oh, well, she was 17, she's 18 now. We then later find out that she is in fact neither 21, 18, or 17. She's fucking 11. Now, she used a voice changer quite fucking religiously, and she came across as really just hyper and energetic. I didn't fucking think much of it. I didn't really think much of it at all. As insane as that sounds. Because I honestly did not fucking know. I only know what he had told me. Now, he was the one that had found out how old, quote unquote, she actually was.
If you remember,
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, man. If you remember when he had that Miss Cocoa Butter Discord account, he started crying because you exposed it being him, and he told me he was upset because he was having like real, like personal conversations with children on there, and he was pretending to be a little girl. If you remember,
right? Yeah.
So it's almost like you know. I saw
this. The Miss Cocoa Butter account got really fucking out of control. Now, even when he had stopped talking to me, he was still using it. He was using it in his personal server with his friends, and I said, I need to fight, which was why I put the statement out. It was like, this was a decoy. I want everybody to know who they're talking to. You know, I was kind of partially ridiculed, like, why would he do that? But really, I think it was one of the best things that I ever did because it allowed him not to use that fucking account anymore and that persona. Yeah, and I don't know if you that persona quickly became just who he was 24/7.
Yeah, and he was having he was literally pretending to be a little girl, and he was building friendships with real children on that account.
I only know stuff of this, or like a film, like actual tangible stuff.
Well, I only know from what I've seen of him using the account in servers to decoy predators, right? And you know, for a time it fucking worked. The amount of fucking CD people on Discord that would just see a child in a VC by themselves that would join and fucking, you know, be weird about it.
Yep.
Was fucking crazy. So I only saw that side of it. A lot of this stuff he's kind of kept very hush hush, and even now, he fucking hasn't told me. He hasn't told me anything. Not a fucking thing. But I did the last time that I spoke to him. I got really fucking pissed off with him because to me, he was sharing his DMs with a certain person, which I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. And he was gassing up this certain person to start reporting predator hunters to the what is it fucking called? It's like Adult Protective Services. It's what is it? It's CPS, but like for autistic adults.
Right. You're talking about Mark, right?
Right.
Yeah,
yes,
he got,
yes, but no.
Yeah, I heard Mox got in trouble for going after a crippled guy or some shit.
A crippled guy. I'm not sure if I've heard that one yet.
Fuck, I forgot his name. He was going after some cripple as autism or something, and adult. Those the people you mentioned went after Mark because of it.
I'm trying to. So there was the incident, and it was in a Kitty Paquita video where we were talking to this guy who had proclaimed that he had received CP from 3 separate people. And this was happening in Kitty's service. It was recorded and uploaded to her channel. So really all we were doing was asking him questions. Now, what happened after that, I don't know.
I would like to know that too, actually.
But Kitty is... I mean, I don't know what you think about Kitty. As a person, I really don't like her.
I've never met her.
I really don't. I've said that to her face too, so... But she's one of the people that's been getting shit for, like you will not talk to. It's been literally you will not talk to Rev. If you talk to Rev, I'm going to do this, and this to the people that you care about.
Yeah.
So she was terrified. She still hasn't re-added me or anything like that. And to be honest, I kind of don't want to at this point, but we keep each other at arms.
She deleted her Discord. I mean,
did she?
I'm not affiliated with either you or anyone else, but I had her added for a bit for the BMI situation.
So before I play any more of that, I'm going to add someone on the stage real quick. Just put that in the background for now. It does get more crazier with what Rev claims. So,
Greetings, everyone. First things first, how has everyone's days have been going?
Pretty good.
Thank you. But first things first, I just want to thank Zaxio for giving me an opportunity to be in this video. Considering what Godot has done and what Rev has done. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys about this whole thing about Rev happened recently, like before this live stream was even out. I'm going to say this. When I was holding Havoc accountable, both Havoc and, Godot for the stuff they did, I'm going to say this. I find it extremely concerning that Rev just came here. The moment I mentioned Rev, he just went out cuckoo crazy. Yeah, you have it indeed. I'm really sorry that you really had to hear this, Sloppy. But yeah, that's the truth. You wanted to protect me. Dude.
You said Havoc did something to you or Godot or something?
Yes. Havoc did something to me, yes. He did mock a minor for being groomed.
Say what now?
If you know this guy, if you know what I'm talking about, I pretty much sent it, like the image or the screenshot.
Oh yeah, I see them.
What really angers me than just that is considering that it's like Havoc pretty much took advantage of my empathy. He basically knew that I had empathy towards the 14-year-old who has been groomed. And for some reason, Havoc just mocked me saying that I was just being dumb. Like, what is wrong with that guy? Yep, exactly. I know, it is pretty disgusting. It is despicable. Every time I look at this, I'm really, really angry. I really get upset.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Are you growling?
Yeah, of course I'm growling.
Damn.
Man,
Like,
I speak to way too many Americans, man. It's making me lose brain cells.
Yeah, I don't blame you for losing brain cells, honestly. Every time I see this, makes me lose brain cells as well, bro. I'm sorry if I'm calling you, bro.
Oh, no. So Rev's just joined the chat, so I'm going to add Rev in real quick.
Alrighty then.
You can leave if you want to, but
Yeah.
what you want. You're going to leave?
No. I'm not. I'm just going to stay here for now.
Okay. Well, hello, Rev. Welcome in, bro.
Sorry it took me so long.
No, it's all good.
Nah, it's all right. Yeah. It's okay.
So I thought instead of playing the rest of that clip, maybe you could, say the rest of it.
So what sort of been touched on already?
About the the lolly and stuff like that.
Oh, the lolly stuff. Yeah, I suppose the reason why I stopped talking to him is because the lolicon stuff had come into conversation again, and I was pretty adamant. I said, "Look, this is flat out illegal where you live. There's no two ways about it. It's not protected by the First Amendment. That is an insane thing to say. It is not creative liberties." I had made him aware of somebody in his social circles who, from what I could tell, was following these same sorts of pages, right?
Gross.
That's the only thing that I can really say. There doesn't seem to be any evidence of him interacting with these pages, but he was definitely following these pages. And I had told Godot, I'd said, look, this is really not good. This guy had his X account linked to his Discord profile. And I had said, this really isn't that great. So you need to deal with this and deal with this guy. And he had said to me, okay, I will deal with it. And then he claimed that he had dealt with it and he had spoke to the guy, this, that, and the other. It came to the point where he had gone behind my back. Godot had gone behind my back and had said, no. The guy didn't do anything wrong. This is just Rev blowing things out of proportion. So me seeing a profile following a bunch of these lolicon Japanese weird porn accounts was me apparently blowing things out of proportion, allegedly. Now, I didn't want to see a repeat of the Havoc thing. I thought I'd already not mentioned that and not aired that out because I thought somebody else had already done it. So if I remove this guy from my social circle, bing, bang, bong, it's fucking done and I don't have to deal with it anymore. Now, obviously, this is different because it involves the guy who ran the channel, the guy that I've spent the last 2 years doing these confrontations with. So yeah. I had messaged him and I'd said, look, we really need to talk about this, or you need to let me talk to this guy. And he basically said, what, you don't trust me? And I said, honestly, not really. I don't, because it seems to me like you're just not being honest with me about what you're doing about it. Truthfully. That was what was confusing to me. There's been a lot of assumptions that I'm like okay with this material, and really it's just like I don't know where people are getting that from. I've never.
The only person I saw defending Lolicon was Godot.
Well, there was a live stream roundabout when Havoc got outed, and it was I believe Sloppy was invited to it. I was not there. I did not join. And it was about he was trying to compare these lolicon images to real life women who have like some kind of, I can only assume it's like dwarfism or like some kind of like, they don't age like other people. So that he was trying to like draw a parallel between that and I was not there for that. Anytime lolicon stuff ever came up or Havoc ever came up, I didn't fucking speak out on it. And the thing with Havoc put me in a really difficult position because, for a time I liked the guy. I considered the guy a friend. He wasn't around me a terrible amount of time, but we would call in servers and group chats and stuff like that. So for me, it was a difficult thing to navigate. It's been a pretty difficult thing for me to just come out and talk about, because obviously if I come out and I talk about it, Godot is going to come out and say the complete opposite, and I'm spending time on a channel with this guy.
Yeah, and what do you have to say about the allegations of him going around telling people you hacked him? And he also said Bog was involved as well with that.
From what I have seen, there doesn't seem to be any credible evidence that his account was hacked or was attacked or broken into in any way. For somebody to break into your email account and then just delete your YouTube channel, and then you say, don't worry, guys, I have secured the email, but I'm not going to use I think we spoke about this before the stream, like the 30-day timer of, hey, your channel is going to be deleted in 30 days. Would you like to change that? For some reason, he doesn't seem to be wanting to do that.
Yeah, and I will be releasing some audio soon where Godot tried to blackmail me in a VC to remove evidence on Havoc, and
I'll
one
say
of the
to you what I
screenshots.
said. I'll say to you what I said at the time where we had, because me, you, and Jirai had spoken about that before, and I had said, hey, if that video comes out and it is credible, that's it. The guy's finished. He's finished. If he's not finished already.
Yeah. This screenshot is when he was trying to also once again convince me to remove the Havoc information.
Right.
I have a question. Like, here's a question I want to ask.
You asking me the question, or you're asking Zexia the question?
I'm asking you a question, Rev. So
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Like, I wasn't exactly like polite, but either way, I'm still going to ask you this question. So if you're willing to hear it. So you knew that Godot's channel wasn't really hacked. Then why did you say that, Godot's channel was hacked or something like that?
Godot had made the proclamation that his account was hacked. I have never made that proclamation. If you read through my community post, unless I've unintentionally misdirected you, I had said quite clearly that he had stated the account was hacked. He told Zexio it had been hacked. He told Wendyho it had been hacked. Everybody is under the assumption, from what he has said, that that account was hacked.
I doubt it.
Yeah, which it clearly wasn't.
No, I think all roads lead to Rome. I think it's pretty obvious that it hasn't been hacked. It's been deleted, which really does make everything else coming out seem all the more strange. And it's why I just, I can't really ignore it anymore. The last time I told the guy, I just said, look, I don't want to fucking talk to you again. I am fucking done talking to you. Go live your life. And in the meantime, he was going and gassing people up to attack me. There have been people who've been told, don't talk to Rev, do not talk to Rev, I cannot support you talking to Rev. And it's just really, really strange. It's really strange.
So there's a lot of allegations that Godot had his child removed because the child had drugs in its system.
Mhm.
Now, he says all these different stories, but when we confronted him about this, this is what his reply was.
Right.
He
I
is
think that was
mocking
his
drugging babies.
I think that was his reaction. My only logical excuse to that is that's him not taking the accusation seriously. I don't know if you want me to say the story that I was told, but ironically, it doesn't involve him because he wasn't in the child's life, so to speak. And he had effectively been with a woman who, she really didn't give a fuck. And what had happened was she had lost custody of her children because of, well, I'm just going to, obviously say drugs that she was taking. She had apparently began dating a dealer, and that was kind of how that went. Now, how he didn't get custody after that, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I don't know why the state decided that they were going to take custody.
He told me he didn't want the child. That's what he told me in Sloppy, basically.
Well, that's really strange if he did say that.
He said because he lived in an apartment and he didn't know if he could afford to keep the child or whatever, so he just let the state have it.
I have not heard him say that, but if he has said that, that's really quite strange.
Yeah, that's what he's told.
Considering that I was there when Havoc made that sexual comment about me, it's still pretty concerning, to be honest.
I have a question for you, son Luke or Lucas. How old are you? If you
call me Luke.
How old are you?
I'm actually 22 years old.
Okay, so when this sexual comment was made about you unconsensually, quote unquote, you were 20 or 21 years old?
I was 21.
Okay, well, that probably explains the reasoning why me, a predator hunter that focuses on pedophiles, didn't hear about that happening. But you seem to want everybody here to know that really definitely 100% happened. I would love to see where the proof of this is for sure, without a doubt. But I really don't think that should take center stage on what is going on.
About Godot.
Are you talking about Havoc or Godot?
Yeah. I'm just really confused. Sorry. I'm really confused. Sorry. About Havoc, he did make some sexual comments without my consent, which is pretty concerning, considering that sexual harassment does have a very, very bad image for being a very awful thing to do. It is very considered a crime, pretty much. Havoc knew this kind of thing, and for some reason, he took advantage of it.
But what does this have to?
But you're not.
But what does this comment that Havoc made got to do with Godot? This is the part of this room that I don't even understand. As far as I'm concerned, they're not even friends. Like, what purpose does that carry? Because why are you bringing like a whole different person into the conversation? Like, I understand, like, if he did make that comment to you, like, I'm sorry, but what does that have to do with Godot? If Godot said it, then it would be relevant to the conversation, because this stream is about Godot, not Havoc. If you feel that strongly about it, just report it.
Although, so it's all chill, right?
Despite me being an adult, it was still not consensual. Although I didn't really bring it up at that time, I did feel a little bit of discomfort when it came to that comment.
I mean, did you document it, or did you report it?
I did try.
What do you mean? You tried to report it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. To who?
When it came to Zexio. The thing is...
Well, I mean to the authorities, right? Because it falls under sexual harassment, does it not?
I don't have a video. I don't have any proof from you about.
Yeah, that was lost evidence. I pretty much lost it.
Oh.
But if you had sent it to Zexio, surely he would have it, wouldn't he?
Yeah. The problem was lost medium. I wasn't able to get it back.
Rev, now I see why you left the predator hunting community.
Yeah, it just you have to ask yourself sometimes if like if the pedophile is not the dumbest person in the room, there is something wrong.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
I am a little bit shocked at that. I'm a little uncomfortable at this point.
About what?
About someone saying, "Oh, Luke is a Godot shield" at this point.
Oh,
Like, I'm really uncomfortable at that.
Make sure you screenshot that comment so you can bring that up later when that guy gets called out. Just in case you need it, because you never know.
Yeah, fair point.
Either way,
Jesus.
I appreciate the advice, Rev.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, Daddy Rev.
And
So Rev, this is when so we were discussing about what should we do if we ever come across CSAM, and how do we report it or anything like that. This was a test question for Godot, and his reply was to encrypt it and save it.
I know for a goddamn fact. This makes... Oh, God. I remember that.
I believe when I seen this at the time, I was doing my, let's give the guy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But then it sort of like triggers in your brain. This is the same guy that alleges that he had studied law for 8 years. So
Yeah.
surely somebody of that capacity would know, hey, maybe I shouldn't try to encrypt CP and send it to the police.
Yeah, but it also makes you question, because he's claimed he's come across CP and all that stuff. So, has he quote unquote encrypted it and then downloaded it?
I would honestly hope not. He has been in contact with the police before, and they have given him links to send evidence over for sure.
The last time Godot made a police report, I think it was about Stanley, and he completely messed Stanley's name
Yeah,
up.
he got the complete wrong then. Which was not good.
So that is the phone number that I just gave you. I would like to call and report a person by the name of Stanley Michael Bell, I believe is what it is. Is that what it is, Rev? Is it Michael? I think it's Michael, isn't it? I think it is. Let me check and see. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is Stanley Michael Bell. Stanley M. Bell.
His name is Stanley Leon Bell, dumbass.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of doing a live show. Hold on.
Yeah, so he gave the authorities a completely wrong name.
Well, you can hear me in the live stream.
Yeah,
is it?
But he tries to discredit people, like you don't do enough research on these people, and then he's given the authorities the wrong name.
To be completely 100% honest with you, his research is only really ever done by other people. Godot Blend was honestly, without a lot of the other people like myself, Jirai, Bog, Cold, it would not run. It would not start. This guy was, I'm not kidding. There were times when he was 10 minutes late. There were times when he was 1 hour late. He just didn't show any urgency to wanting to get this shit out. And then when he did go out with it, a lot of the information that he had was just not, it just wasn't correct. He was provided a lot.
Yeah, and he still messed up somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always kind of felt like Godot, was just really in it for the views, and one of the screenshots I feel like proves this would be this one.
Yeah. And it looks like he said that in the server, potentially in front of quite a few people. I mean, the views, for sure, the views are good because it means people are seeing the exposure and so on and so forth. So I never I never thought of it as a bad thing that, the channel was growing and getting more content. But then to just, completely fucking wipe it, it's like, well, why would you wipe it? Is there something that is going to come out, or something that has already come out that you don't want people to know, so you're kind of erasing everything? Did you do it in order to see if I would spaz out and go kind of crazy about it? I did try to contact him about it, and he just didn't want to know. So I had to go through somebody else in order to even get a conversation with him.
Tell me how him and Mark teaming up kind of hurt the community a little bit, your community.
I mean, for a while it was all right, but there were some concerns about what kind of person Mark was, and I managed to see it with my own eyes when he was threatening a girl with her illicit images. Let's just say.
Yeah,
and then there was the AI generating of people's family, their relatives, whether it be like their sister or just the like sexualization of just people connected. And I just thought that I don't want to be around this person, so I stopped talking to Mark. I think 3 or 4 months ago, something like that. Now, I've been told, you will not talk about me, because if you do, I'm going to hurt the people around you. I'd also let you know about, I think I'd said this in the recording as well, there's a gentleman that I know who has children, a really good friend of mine, and there were claims, and this is just claims, this is just, word of mouth, this hasn't been like documented or anything like that, that he was going to have the guy swatted and have his kids be traumatized. Something to that effect.
That's what Mark was saying about these other people.
Oh, so you have confirmation that was said?
Oh, no, I was just asking you if...
Oh. I mean, people that I trust have said it. They have said that they have said why.
When my fiance was pregnant, he said he was going to bury my child and her, so it is kind of believable.
Yeah, I think at this point, it's like, if Godot or Mark want to stand up and defend themselves, they can. In fact, I think that they should. But the problem is, I think it resorts to like harassment, blackmail, you name it. It's never going to be constructive. I would like it to be constructive, but I don't know if it ever will be. I do want to answer. I think NC's Creative Corner is talking to me. If you are, could you type if you are talking to me, because I'll answer your question.
Yeah, she's definitely talking to you. That's Nico, I think.
Yeah. So when I had originally had a falling out with Godot, Neko had capitalized on what was going on and had essentially been going backwards and forwards. It was one of these Chinese whispers situations. Really, I didn't go after her. The idea that I went after her is insane. I did falsely accuse her through word of mouth from somebody else. Again, another community of people who just fucking lie to me. That this girl was responsible for doing a lot of heavy doxing of people I was connected to, which I thought was strange. Also, the idea you face dox me, you had posted that in an open and public server. You do know that. There was at least 60 people who had seen that image. I'm not saying that what I did was the right thing to do in hindsight. No, it probably wasn't. And you can probably take that to the bank, and I apologize. But I was incredibly infuriated at the time with the kinds of backhanded behavior that you had tried to pull, and the fact that you, instead of talking to me, had blocked me on Discord. You had blocked all communication. So yes.
And The clip I showed with our Discord call, we mentioned Mark was in trouble for going after disabled people, and I have some video if you want to see that.
I
of
think I've
another
seen that from one of your, if it's from one of your previous live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was not wholly impressed. If we're talking about the same girl, she was kind of in our gaming server for a bit. She seemed, pretty chill, and then she just kind of vanished. And then I found out why. He had been, I suspect, saying things or doing things to her in order for her to stop talking to the people that I was connected to. Which again, it happened again.
It seems to happen a lot in your community, to be honest, bro.
It does, and I think maybe I'm just completely naive and oblivious. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just too fucking good for this shit. I don't know. I have no idea. People seem to fucking see me, and I see somebody who wants to deal with terrible fucking pedophiles, and then, that's that. But I have pretty much vacated the Godot Blend quote unquote community, and I don't involve myself in any of that shit anymore.
So let me show you something real quick. You've probably already seen it, though, to be fair.
Okay.
So this is, when Mark.
That people who weren't him are going to get tarnished with that same brush.
And unfortunately, as he was in a relationship in real life, is he married or is it just his girlfriend?
I'm not entirely.
He is married, from what I know. He told me he was married. So, and when his channel was still up, he said he was a 34-year-old married man. Yeah. He claims to be married.
Are we sure?
Because, as he was in this relationship with this girl in real life, he was doing stuff on, Discord and potentially with an 11-year-old too.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I think he hasn't been honest with her about. I don't think she knew about any of the hunting aspects, which I can understand, trying to keep her safe, quote unquote, from people wanting to go and fucking harass her and this, that, and the other. There's also the aspect of just what don't you want to tell her, which is worrying.
Sexio.
Yeah.
I'm a little uncomfortable right now with this whole conversation, and I think I gotta go.
All right, peace.
All right, either.
Anyway, I'm actually gonna stop screen sharing this. The stream is like 2 hours long. I don't think I'm gonna stay here for 2 hours. My personal opinion on Godot, I'm not sure what to say about him. I'm not really sure. On one side, I mean, he was a really nice person to talk to when we were friends, obviously. I don't know why he came so far as to delete everything, his channel, his Discord. I don't know. I barely found out about this when this kind of before the stream was taking place. And it's sad because I'm not gonna sit here and say he's a terrible human being or he's a great human being, because in my opinion he's neither. I mean, he was a good friend. He was a very good friend. And then this whole thing happened with someone named Imp. Because he originally stated that Imp lied about her age, and later she fessed up and said she was 11. But here's the thing. Cadeau kept talking to her when he found out she was underage. Usually when you find out someone's 11 and you're in your 30s, you kind of just stop talking to them. Because yes, I was told about this when I was in their group. By him. He said, oh, she said she was this age, and then she said she was this age. It's kind of like annoying. Because why can't people just be honest about their ages? Because say if you lie and they find out otherwise, then what the fuck's the point? I truly don't understand. Because either A, he is saying the truth and saying this person had lied about their age, or he's lying. It's one or the other. I was actually invited to this panel, but at the time I was at work. So I'm just here giving my own opinions about the situation, about Cadeau. And I'm like, well, he was once my friend, so they all were. Excuse me. So I don't really I don't get it. Cause yes, he is a bit of a sex pest. And yes, he did make a comment about my breasts, saying, oh, how big are your breasts? And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't bring it up until a month and a half later because I kind of just forgot about it. I'm like, oh, maybe he's just joking. Or maybe he's being the sex pest that we all know him to be. So I'm like, okay, just let it go. It's not that big of a deal. And I don't really know what to say about Cadeau because my hands are kind of tied. I'm not gonna defend him. I mean, what are you doing watching porn in a public server where there may be vulnerable children? Like, you gotta think about these things before you do things like that. Or maybe you just don't watch that crap in public settings, including Discord servers. Am I ever claiming that I saw him do this? Absolutely not. I was just chilling in the server until he brought it up to me one day, and I think his friend was there too, talking about it. Yeah, his friend was there. And I mean, watching that with someone who isn't your partner is very it's questionable. Because any normal human being will say, hey, that's kind of weird. Like, I'd be pissed off if I found out my partner was doing that. I don't have one, but if I had one and they were doing that, I'm like, nah, we're done. You know, that's not up for debate. It's weird. I mean, watching it with your partner is fine. That's normal. But not with someone you met, I don't know how long ago this was, but it was probably right before, probably right before I met the guy. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, no one does that. What if I could put some... No. No. That one was funny. Ooh, background music. Okay. Let me just... Did it? Okay, I can roll with that. Because anyways, it's like, it's a whole thing. Because he told the same story exactly to multiple people. Like, Jesus, dude. Do that on your own time. I said there's like many different aspects to this film story. Because, like, I believe, like, a few of the people are involved in this, but you don't really know, because you're like, shit. Because he claimed that he was under the impression that she was, in fact, an adult, like said on the live stream. She turned out to be a kid. Because the funny thing was is that I had told someone else about this, and he had went after Cadeau, and he's saying, well, that didn't happen. He went from it happened to it didn't happen. And then he messaged me on Discord about it the first time. Like, the very first time I even said anything about it. He's like, well, why did you tell this person about this? I'm like, well, he was a part of it, so shouldn't he know what happened? Because that's a very big thing to be accused of, you know? I mean, not really accused, since he kind of confessed to it. Kind of insane. And I remember, like there's like few other like YouTube people talking about this. And there's like a few like things it's gonna it's kind of weird. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and insult the guy, even though I should. But I'm not going to. It's just really, like, dawned on me that it's crazy. But, it's an hour stream. I'm gonna go now. I'm tired. So, I'm gonna go now. Have a nice day, everybody. And if you need anything, I'll be around. Bye.